The board's been around for 100 years, more than 100 years. And my understanding of the history of it was that it was put in place by a far-sighted provincial government a long time ago because there was a lot of corruption on municipal councils back then. And councils would often make bad decisions for bad reasons, and you needed this sort of outside of politics, quasi-judicial tribunal to set things right. Okay, here we are 100 years later. Toronto's a pretty big city. Got a fairly mature, level of political governance. Do we still need that kind of a check on Toronto's decisions?
Yes, and not entirely for the reasons Jane was suggesting. When it was founded, it was the ORMB, the Ontario Railway and Municipal Board. So that's how fossilized, you could argue, this organization is. And they got appointments for life, by the way, which maybe Jane likes because it gives you independence, but sounds like the Senate to me. You have this all-powerful body, and you never have to leave. So look, I'm not going to defend politicians here. That's not the business I'm in. The truth is that there is a nexus of big developers donating money to local politicians. It has been studied. It is a problem. It concerns me, not just at the provincial level, but at the municipal level. So can these politicians be deflected, be influenced? I believe they can. Present company, Aurora, this never happens, I know.
It never happens.
But so that's why, to your quick question at the beginning, yes, we need to have an OMB, but we need an OMB that does the job of appeals rather than trying to supplant municipal councils when they start from scratch. They say, we don't believe that this deputation or this community council and city council did it the right way, so we're going to start over. We're not just going to appeal them on law and process, we're going to look at the facts again. And that's where developers can game the system by holding back. I saw you sigh, but they can hold back and not really put out their full proposal to City Council. They wait a year and a half until they go to the OMB, and then they bring out the big guns and say, hey, here's our other facts, and they can outmuscle and outplan the planners.
Mike, would you acknowledge that happens?
I think most developers work in good faith with the community and with council. Of course, there are some developers that are different than others in terms of their approach. Development does have